Yo guys, how's it going? It's me, Arctic Phoenix. Today's video, we're going to be looking at my Xingqiu that I've got right here. Now, I have a few things about my Xingqiu that are different than what most people build. I build him kind of for damage and support a little bit. Depends on what I kind of need. So, we're going to be looking at my build right here real quick. The reason why I say I built him for physical damage and also the reason why I said that I built him as kind of a DPS and also a support DPS is that I basically got a weapon that works pretty well with how his stuff works. So basically I got the Skyward Blade from the standard banner, and what this does is it's going to increase like my attack speed and movement speed and also give me more attack damage whenever I use my elemental burst, and his elemental burst basically gives him a lot more extra hydro damage. So he's pretty much kind of a hybrid character in terms of where his damage sources come from. So you can only take advantage of this when he's actually on the field as a DPS, and this has higher attack, so I basically have this on him at the moment. And the reason why I say it's a hybrid build is because I am using the Hydra set, so I do get some nice Hydra damage bonus right here, along with his talent level 2. Right here, that gives me 20% Hydra damage bonus. So in terms of that, I get up to around 35% Hydra damage. But my artifacts, basically I've got the 4-piece on him, and so whenever I use my elemental skill, I'm going to get increased normal and charge attack damage by 30% for 15 seconds, which is about as long as his rain cutters last. So basically what I'm doing is I'm stacking this weapon right here, the Skyward Blade. What I'm doing is I'm stacking the bonuses I get from this and using my super. What I'm doing is I'm stacking the bonuses I get from this when I use my ult, and the bonus I get from using my E. And so basically what this allows me to do is to stack up my things, stack up my damage a whole bunch, and basically perform as a DPS with this threshold of damage that I am currently at. As for my build, I am sitting around 688 attack. He does scale up attack percentage, so I do gain a good amount of attack from him, so he can be built as a DPS somewhat. Also support DPS. Very, very, very good. But I do have a 60% crit rate. I am running a crit rate helmet, because the reason why you want to run crit rate is because he has a lot of sources where his damage procs from. So if I had, for example, like 10% crit rate, I would be getting a whole lot less damage, even if I did have like 200% crit damage right here. So this is a very good build, especially if you're doing like kind of like quick damage or like damage from multiple sources. It works very good. Energy recharge from my sword that I got, so I'm sitting at a good amount for him to be a support DPS and also a DPS, so that's pretty good. So I have a 35% Hydra damage bonus, and for my cup I actually have a 58% physical damage bonus, and this helps out my physical damage attacks. Depends on what kind of enemies you're fighting. If they do have Hydra resistance, this can help you out a bit. Along with, I also do have Constellation 2, so this basically just gives me another rain sword, and also whenever I'm using my ult, it's going to decrease Hydra resistance of opponents hit by the rain swords by 15%, so that works pretty good because this damage procs quite often and does a ton of damage. I'm also pairing him up with Sucrose with the Veneer set right here. Now this is going to decrease Elemental's resistance by 40% whenever I use like the little thing. I also run Sucrose with Dragon Slayer book just because I'm using her only as a support, not any sort of damage, although she does do a little bit of damage. It's not that much. But this is basically just to boost my attack up a bunch more. And we've also got Bennett to further boost attacks. Usually how I do this in my normal builds is I run with Skyward Blade on Bennett just so I get more attack off of things. However, this sword works kind of better on Xingqiu as a support versus versus a main damage dealer. But I'm showing off basically my Hydro damage Xingqiu hybrid build. Okay, so we're gonna go down and defeat the pyro thingy down here. But first I'm gonna show you guys kind of how it works on one of these little guys. So I activate that, I get 10 seconds, and we're hitting a lot more on our swords right here. Now usually I can get some pretty good numbers. See, we're already out of our damage boosts right here, but I'm still hitting a lot of damage. But I did apply Benetzi. But see, yeah, we lost our attack percentage, so we're going a little bit slower. But I can just run into enemies and still deal like Hydra onto them. So that's basically the physical damage capability of this. It's actually pretty good. Usually when you see physical damage dealers, they're doing like a good amount of damage. With Skyward Blade, I'm able to increase my attack speed. So on Xingqiu, he does quite a bit of damage anyway, so it's pretty good. But now, basically, we gotta fight this pyro slime. Not pyro slime, pyro thingy. But I'm basically gonna utilize sucrose on this, so I can show you how much to do that. I think I can just run into that and it doesn't do damage. Yeah, it's not. Okay, so I'm gonna use Ganyu here real quick, just to break that. Yeah, I think we're gonna be good there. We're right set up. Okay, time to go. DPS activate. DPS activate. Whoa, look at that epic DPS. We did about half of that just with Xingqiu, so I'm pretty happy with that. We weren't using Bennett also, so that would help us a bit. Also, what I can do is I can just rotate between sucrose and kind of doing some damage, I guess, getting some energy regen. He's gonna be increased attack, so I just need to survive this. Oh no. Oh gosh, that hurt. Ow, that hurt. Yeah, we don't have damage anymore, but I think I should be able to break this. Okay, that's some of that. We just do this, and I still have increased normal attack damage. But yeah, it's not really doing much because I don't have Hydro up. Yeah, I didn't have my Hydro swords up. But yeah, we should get him with this. But I mean, I could just kill him with Ganyu. Kaboom. Yeah, so Xingqiu in that first part, I was able to do like half the damage with him as DPS, which isn't that bad, especially if I was pairing this up with like some sort of fire character that applies fire a whole bunch. I'd be able to do a ton of vaporize reactions, and it would boost his Hydro damage, especially since Sucrose would be out here for decreasing resistances. The Hydro resistance would be very low. But yeah, so that's my burst build, I guess, on Xingqiu. But yeah, we can get our attack to about 2,000. But yeah, usually I kind of just keep this one on him. This one works better in my opinion because you basically can just use his ults. However, the reason why I like to have him as somewhat of a physical damage dealer also is because like I don't really have very many physical damage dealers in here. Like Ganyu does a lot of damage just because high ever max level and very powerful. However, like, I don't really have a good melee character, and even if I have this ult up with Ganyu, I still have to use my auto attacks. So I mean, it might just be better to use Ganyu instead of this. But yeah. But yeah, I basically built Xingqiu this way, not out of necessity, but just because I got stuff that made it kind of more interesting. But yeah, that's basically it of this build. So if you guys like the video, please subscribe. That would help me out quite a lot. But anyway, until the next time, it's been your boy Xingqiu. I'll see you guys next time. Farewell.